the floods devastate Texas. And it's horrible because so many children were killed. And George Stephanopoulos, the face of ABC News, owned by Disney, comes on the air and basically says that the flood deaths were caused by Trump's cutbacks in some federal agencies. That's what Stephanopoulos says. That is about as irresponsible, and he wasn't alone. Stephanopoulos wasn't alone, but he was the biggest name peddling that. And he didn't wait until after the catastrophe was over. He did it right in the middle of it. I've never seen anything that irresponsible, ever. So last night I went on News Nation, Leland Vedder, and we were talking about the collapse of the progressive left, and here's what I said, go. What angered me in your montage the most was Stephanopoulos. And I think these people need to be called out now. Look, Scott Pelley, CBS 60 Minutes, hates Trump's guts. All right? Stephanopoulos hates his guts. That's why CBS and ABC had to settle for a combined $35 million. Because those two men, prominently featured, have now discarded any fairness and are on a jihad to destroy Donald Trump. It's very important for those media companies to acknowledge that. And apparently they can't rein these guys in. Stephanopoulos' question was so hateful, and he had nothing to back it up.
Right.
So why is Disney allowing that? Now, before Leland came on the air at 9 o'clock and interviewed me, News Nation did an hour reporting on what happened in the floods, brought on a National Weather Service person who had a timeline of the warnings and clearly said, we didn't have any cutbacks. We did everything the same we always do. But the people were in the woods. They didn't have, a lot of them, internet access. So they didn't hear it. And apparently nobody above drove down and said, get the hell out of here. That was good reporting, honest reporting that News Nation did. That's why I'm associated with that network. Okay, that's why I'm on these programs. So anyway, when you get to that level where individual death, tragic death, is blamed on a president of the United States because of ideological hatred, you know you're in a zone that's the Twilight Zone. In addition, PBS, NPR, Planned Parenthood, no more federal money. And that's right. If you don't believe that NPR and PBS are progressive organizations, then you're lying to yourself. And Planned Parenthood is in business pretty much to promote abortion. Yeah, they do some other things, but they can operate on their own. They don't need a Roman Catholic's money, tax money, to promote abortion that the Roman Catholic thinks is morally reprehensible. You don't do that. It's against our Constitution. So they're gone as far as federal money is concerned. And then the leftist schools. So you saw the University of Pennsylvania knock out all the trans stuff. Harvard's going to lose. I mean, it's already hemorrhaging money. Columbia University doesn't know what to do. Barnard, which is associated with Columbia, they surrendered today. And they're on the run. So every single progressive tenet, because of President Trump, is on the decline, severe decline. Let's face it, the U.S. economy is under stress. National debt rising, trade war shaking the markets. And meanwhile, China is dumping the dollar and stockpiling gold. That's why I protected my savings with physical gold and silver through the only dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. And you can do this. Get precious metals delivered to your door or place in a tax-advantaged gold IRA. They'll even help you roll over your existing IRA or 401k, tax and penalty-free. With billions in precious metals delivered, thousands of five-star reviews, and an A+ from the Better Business Bureau. You can trust American Hartford Gold as I do. Please call 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Again, that's 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Thank you for watching. To view full episodes of the No Spin News anytime, sign up to become a BillO'Reilly.com premium or concierge member today.